So let us see this next question. Question number 14. It is again related with the Coulomb's law. A charged ball B hangs from a silk thread S, which makes an angle theta with a larger charged conducting sheet P as shown in the figure. The surface charge density sigma of the sheet is proportional to A cos theta, B cot theta, C sin theta and D tan theta. तर फक्त प्रपोर्शनिटी रिझल्ट आपल्याला पाहिजे. प्रपोर्शनिटी कॉन्स्टंट पण आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करता येईलच आपल्याला. सो द फिगर इज गिवन like this. This is the charge sling having positive charge. This is the charge ball B. So there is a force of repulsion because this is also having positive charge. So that force of repulsion is acting in this direction. And now it is balanced by the tension. So there is some tension along the string, and that we are going to see. The arrangement is like a conical pendulum. So suppose this is the tension T in the string in this direction. T for tension. So if we draw x and y axis, then if this angle is theta, this is also theta. And therefore, if you draw perpendicular, then this component is the component adjacent to theta. It is always called as T cos theta. This T cos theta is balanced by mg, and if we draw perpendicular, this component is the T sin theta. T sin theta. This T cos theta is balanced by mg, where m is a mass of the bob. This bob has mass m, this has charge, say positive charge plus 2, and this is balanced by the electrostatic force of repulsion Fe. Fe like this. So this has surface charge density sigma. So we have to find the relationship between the surface charge density sigma of the sheet is proportional to surface charge density. So charge per unit area is called as a sigma, like this one. So let Fe is equal to electrostatic force of repulsion on charged ball B. Therefore, Fe is equal to Q into E. This charge is considered as plus Q. This charge is considered as a small q, like this. So where Q is a charge, E is the electric field intensity, equation 1, where Q is equal to charge present on the ball B, and the meaning of E is important. E is equal to electric field intensity at ball B due to charge plus Q on the plate P, and therefore E is equal to sigma upon K epsilon naught This is equation taken by Gaussian theorem. The Gauss theorem is the third application. Sigma is equal to surface charge density of the plate P, and therefore put 2 in 1. So Fe is equal to Q multiplied by sigma multiplied by K epsilon naught. This is equation 3. आता Fe ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला बघितली आहे. Let T is equal to tension along the string directed from B to O. O is a point of suspension. T is resolved into two component. कोनिकल पेंडुलम प्रमाणे आपण फिगर कंप्लीट करू. कोनिकल पेंडुलम सारखेच कंपोनेंट रिझोल्यूशन कन्सिडर केलं. सो T cos theta directed vertically upward. फिगर मध्ये बघा vertically upward balanced by wet mg of the ball, and therefore T cos theta is equal to mg equation A. Now T sin theta balances the force of repulsion Fe between charge capital Q on plate P and charge small q on ball B. That T sin theta is equal to Fe. This is equation B. B divided by A gives. अपन हे दोन इक्वेशन डिवाइड करतो. So T sin theta upon T cos theta is equal to Fe upon mg. This side is mg. So T tension will get cancelled. So tan theta is equal to Fe upon mg. Using 3, tan theta is equal to ही वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं Q into sigma upon K epsilon naught m into G. Therefore tan theta is equal to Q upon K, directed constant permittivity of the medium, m mass of the bob into sigma. So this is the equation capital A. So all these quantity are constant, and therefore sigma is directly proportional to tan of theta. This is the reason. So the correct choice is D. Therefore D is correct because Q, K, M, epsilon naught, G are constant like this. So logically we can do that. More the charge is present, more will be the force of repulsion on the ball. So it will go away. So theta will increase. So as sigma increases, theta increases, but this theta increases, it means that this proportionality factor will be only either sin theta or tan theta. कॉट आणि कॉसच्या प्रॉपर्टी उलटे आहे. ॲज थिटा इन्क्रीजेस कॉस फॅक्टर डिक्रीजेस, म्हणजे कॉस आणि कॉट ते तर लगेच कट होऊन जाते. आयदर साइन थीटा इज करेक्ट और tan theta is correct. The correct choice is this tan theta. So we have proved mathematically. Logically only sin and tan, one of them is correct, like this. So in this case this vector resolution is important. If this angle is theta, then this is also theta. If T is a tension along the string directed from ball to point of suspension O, then it is resolved into the two component T cos theta. It is balanced by mg, this is equation A, and T sin theta is balanced by the force of repulsion between the positive charge plus q on the plate and plus q charge on ball. So force of repulsion is balanced by T sin theta. This is second equation. So if we divide this two equation, then we get tan theta is equal to Fe. Fe is a force of repulsion and it is given by this basic equation, charge multiplied by intensity. This intensity is produced by the charges present on the plate P. So this P plate has surface charge density sigma, therefore intensity by Gauss theorem, third application of Gauss theorem. At any point nearer to a charged conductor, the electric intensity is given by sigma upon K epsilon naught by Gauss theorem. So if you substitute E here in equation 1, then Fe becomes Q, charge on the ball B, sigma upon K epsilon naught. So if you substitute this equation 3 here using equation 3, so we get this equation. So in this equation, charge on the ball B is constant, dielectric constant of the surrounding air medium is constant, permittivity is constant, mass of the ball is constant, G is constant. ह्या M चा meaning काय आहे? M is the mass of the ball. आपण इथे वेट mg म्हटलेलं आहे. M is equal to mass of the ball. Mass of the ball B, like this. Let us see this next question 15. Star. Actually आपण या टाइपचं एक प्रॉब्लेम चार्ज स्पीयर मध्ये कॅल्क्युलेट करण्याचा जो काही मेथड आहे, इंटिग्रेशन मेथड आपण यूज केली होती, ती आपण क्वेश्चन नंबर 3-4 मध्ये कुठेतरी यूज केलेली होती. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 मध्ये आपण यूज केली होती, ती परत आपल्याला इथे यूज करायची. सो रिमेंबर दॅट प्रोसेस. A solid sphere of radius capital R has a charge Q distributed in its volume with a charge density sigma is equal to K into R raised to A, where K and A are constant and R is the distance from the center. If the electric field at R is equal to R by 2 is 1 by 8 times at R, find the value of A. तर एक कॉन्स्टंट आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला काढायची. तर इथे रो दिलेला आहे. सिग्मा आणि रो मधला डिफरन्स आपल्याला माहिती. सिग्मा स्टँड फॉर सरफेस चार्ज डेन्सिटी अँड रो स्टँड फॉर व्हॉल्यूम चार्ज डेन्सिटी. सो इट इज गिवन K into R raised to A. So as R increases, this rho will increase, therefore more charge is concentrated at the edge, at the rim of the sphere, and less charge is at the center. Zero charge is at the center, like this. So inside the sphere, volume charge density rho B is equal to K into R raised to A. This is equation 1. where R is equal to distance from center of sphere Equation 1 indicates that as R increases, then rho v and total charge also increases. So, by Gauss's theorem, electric intensity E on the surface of sphere E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Therefore, E is proportional to Q upon R square. This is equation 2. So, these are the two spheres. Sphere 1 whose radius is R1 is equal to R by 2. The charge is Q1. The electric intensity is E1 at any point. This is the second sphere. Radius R is equal to R. Total charge Q2. Electric intensity is E2. Like this. So, what to find Q1, Q2? Therefore, let E1 and E2 be the electric intensities on sphere 1 and 2 respectively, E1 and E2. Therefore, E1 upon E2 is equal to Q1 upon R1 square using this equation upon Q2 upon R2 square using again this equation. So this is equal to Q1 upon Q2 multiplied by R2 upon R1 whole bracket square. This is equation capital A. This is equation capital A. So we are given that the intensity at R is equal to R by 2, but E1 is equal to 1 by 8 times E2. This is equation 3, and R2 upon R1 is equal to R by 2 upon R, that is equal to 1/2. Therefore, R2 upon R1 is equal to 1/2. Therefore, R2 upon R1 whole bracket square is equal to 1 by 4. This is equation 4. So we know this value. So you have to find Q1 and Q2, and for that purpose we are using integration method. तो आपण स्टार का केलेला ते आता तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. So here to find Q1 and Q2, use integration method to find Q1 and Q2. So what is that integration method? That now we have to see. So this is equation 4. Now in this equation A, we know R2 upon R1 1 by 4. We know E1 upon E2, this ratio. So what to find Q1, Q2? And Q1 and Q2 are obtained by integration method. Why? Because this rho V is directly proportional to R ratio A. As R increases, then rho V and this also increases. And therefore, this Q total charge present inside the sphere is obtained by integration method, and for that purpose we have considered this type of spherical shell. So imagine a spherical shell of radius r, which is radius r, and thickness dr. So the charge present in this spherical shell is dq. So it is given by volume charge density. So see this equation. Surface charge density is given by coulomb per meter cube multiplied by volume is given by meter cube. Meter cube will get cancelled, and therefore the unit is correct. So equation is dimensionally correct like this. So rho v into dv. So we already know the value of volume of the spherical shell. This is volume. This is given by equation 1. Problem मध्ये ही value आपल्याला दिलेली. So this is equal to k into 4 pi dr r raised to 2 plus a. So total charge Q1 in this sphere of radius r1 is equal to r by 2 is obtained by integration like this. So Q1 is obtained by integrating equation B. So limit is r is equal to 0 at the center and r is equal to r by 2. So limits are different. For this sphere, the limits are from 0 to r. For this sphere, the limits are from 0 to r by 2. So these are Q1, these are Q2. So we know the Q1 and Q2, and therefore Q2 is equal to 4 pi k r की value r टकली r raised to 3 plus a upon 3 plus a. So this is equation 6. So put Q1 from equation 5, Q2 from equation 6, R2 upon R1 from equation 4, and E1 upon E2 this. So 3, 4, 5, 6 they are substituted in equation. Put 3, 4, 5, 6 in equation capital E. So E1 is equal to E2 by 8 upon E2. E2 will get cancelled. Q1 is equal to 4 pi k r by 2 raised to 3 plus a upon 3 plus a divided by 4 pi k then r raised to 3 plus a upon 3 plus a multiplied by r2 upon r1. So r2 upon r1 square is 1 by 4. Directly you can substitute this value. So E2 will get cancelled. This 4 will come here. So 4 by 8 is equal to 4 by k cancel, r raised to 3 by upon 2 raised to 3 by 8 divided by r raised to 3 plus a. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to 3 plus a. Like this. So this is equal to 1 half. So 1 half is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to 3 plus a. Therefore, comparing the value, 3 plus a is equal to 1, and therefore a is equal to 2. So value of the constant a is equal to 2. So correct choice is A. There are lengthy problem here. This is equation. A is correct. A is correct. Like this. So remember the procedure. This E is proportional to Q upon R square, like this. So the value of volume charge density is given by this equation A, equation 1. So K is constant. As R increases, this rho V increases. It means that more charge is concentrated near the surface and less charge is at the center. So charge increases from 0 to circumference of the this rim of the sphere, like this. And therefore the charge has different value for different distances from center, and therefore q1 and q2, these are the charges in the two sphere, imaginary sphere. One is of radius r by 2 and other of radius r. So e1 and e2 we have to compare. So e is inversely proportional to r square and directly proportional to q. So using equation 2 we get this q1 upon q2 divided by r2 upon r1. So r2 is this radius r and r1 is this radius r by 2. So this is equal to R2 upon R1 is equal to this much 1 half square, and therefore this is equal to 1 by 4 square, like this. So this important part is this calculation of charge. So if dV is the volume of the shaded spherical shell with radius is r, thickness is dr, so its volume is 4 pi r square dr. So we know the volume, therefore in this volume the charge present is dq and it is given by volume charge density multiplied by volume dV. So rho v into dV. So by substituting we get this dq. Again, as this r changes, this dq will change. Therefore total charge present in the sphere 1 and in the sphere 2 is obtained by. So q1 is obtained by integrating from r is equal to 0 to r is equal to r by 2. R is variable in this equation only. And q2 is obtained by integrating from r is equal to 0 to r is equal to capital R. So q1, q2 are calculated by integration method, and by substituting here we get the value like this. So this is r by 2 bracket raised to 3 plus a, this is r raised to 3 plus a, this 3 plus a will get cancelled, and finally we get this relation like this, and finally we get a is equal to 2. So this in equation 1, this power a is equal to 2. इसे जरा करेक्शन करें. This is r1 is equal to r by 2, r2 is equal to r. So r1 upon r2 is equal to 1 half, r2 upon r1 is equal to 2, r2 upon r1 is equal to 4, like this. इथे एक चेंज झाला. So this is equal to 4, and this 4 will now come here. So 1 upon 4 multiplied by this equal to, so 1 upon 32 is equal to, so we'll make the correction. So this is equal to, this 32 can be written as 1 upon 2 raised to 5 is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to 3 plus a. Therefore comparing 5 is equal to 3 plus a, and therefore a is equal to 2. आंसर काही बदलणार नाही, आंसर ते इथे आपले कॅल्क्युलेशन जरा चेक करा. So this is r2 upon r1 by equation 4, it is 4. So this 4 will go here, so it will become 32, and 32 can be written as 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16, 2 raised to 5 is equal to 32. So by comparing the power, this is 5, this is 3 plus 8, so 5 is equal to 3 plus 8. So this is the correct choice. Choice so A is correct. A is correct. So please make the correction. Next, question number 16. 2-point charges plus 8q and minus 2q are located at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L respectively. The location of a point on the x-axis at which the net electric field due to these 2-point charges is 0. तर नल पॉईंट आपल्याला लोकेट करायचं आहे, जिथे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड 0 आहे त्याला नल पॉईंट म्हणतात. तर त्या नल पॉईंटची पोझिशन लॉजिकली आपल्याला डिसाईड करता यायला पाहिजे. सो the values are given 2L, L by 4, 8L, 4L, means all the values are positive x-axis, on positive x-axis. So we will consider the situation like this. Suppose this is the x-axis. So x is equal to 0 and this is x is equal to L. This charge is plus 8 times q. This charge is minus 2 times q, and you have to find the null point, neutral point, where the electric field intensity becomes 0. So we know the rule. Electric field intensity is directed away from positive charge and it is directed toward the negative charge. So the point cannot be between these 2 points. Why? Because if we consider the point here, then at this point, the electric field intensity due to this first charge. So this is Q1, this is Q2. So at this point, E1 is in the direction, E2 is also in the direction, so they will add. So E is never 0. E is never 0. Now, if we consider the point here, then E1 will be in the direction. But see, the distance from this charge is very large and this charge is less. Therefore, E2 is directed toward, they are in opposite direction, but in this case again E will be never 0 because this is larger. E1 is greater than E2, therefore. So the point must be here. So if we consider the neutral point N here, so the distance from Q1 up to this neutral point N is more. So if the distance is R2 is equal to x, then the distance will be R1 is equal to L plus x, this is L. So at point N, the electric field E1 is directed away from positive charge. And E2 is directed toward the negative charge. And they are equal in magnitude, opposite direction, they cancel each other. So this position is not possible. This position is not possible. Only this is the correct position. So the null point is on the right hand side of the system of two charges. So logically we can decide the value. So x is not negative. X is not between 0 and L. So x is more than L. B choice cut झाला फक्त त्यातला. So consider a neutral point N at distance R1 is equal to L plus x from charge Q1 is equal to 8 times Q and distance R2 is equal to x from charge Q2 is equal to 2 times Q in magnitude Therefore, at neutral point N, E1 is equal to minus E2. Therefore, net electric field E is equal to 0. E1 and E2 cancel each other. Therefore, E1 is equal to E2 in magnitude. Therefore, now use the formula Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R1 square, Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R2 square. So 4 pi epsilon naught get cancelled. So Q1 upon Q2 is equal to R1 square upon R2 square. Therefore, Q1 upon Q2 is equal to R1 upon R2 whole bracket square. So Q1 is equal to 8 times Q. This is equal to 2 times Q. This is equal to L plus X. This is equal to X whole bracket square. So 4 is equal to bracket square. So 2 is equal to bracket L plus X upon X. And therefore 2 times X is equal to L plus X. Therefore X is equal to L. X is equal to L. Therefore, distance of neutral point N from origin O is ON is equal to R1 is equal to L plus X is equal to L plus L is equal to 2L. इथून पर्यंत ऑलरेडी L आहे आणि इथून पर्यंत पुन्हा L मिळालो. So L plus L that is equal to 2L. This much L, this is also L, so L plus L is equal to 2L. So total distance from the origin is equal to 2 times L. So this is equation E. E which is correct. So this is the condition for neutral point. The two electric fields should cancel each other, and for cancellation, one charge must be positive, other charge must be negative. Then and then this is possible. So location of the neutral point is logically like this. Next question number 17. Actually, it is related with the oscillatory motion property. We will see that property in the chapter oscillation. But we can give that property directly. A wooden block performs SHM. SHM means it is a short form of simple harmonic motion. It is another name for oscillatory motion. SHM on a frictionless surface with frequency nu0. The block carries a charge plus Q on its surface. If now a uniform electric field E is switched on as shown, then the SHM of the block will be A of the same frequency and with the shifted mean position, of the same frequency with the same mean position, and of the changed frequency with shifted mean position, of the changed frequency with the same mean position. तो अगोदर आपण फ्रिक्वेन्सीचा पार्ट बघू. तर फ्रिक्वेन्सी जर सेम राहत असेल तर सी एन डी कट होईल. सो फॉर SHM the formula for this frequency is like this. So arrangement is like this. In SHM, frequency of oscillation, angular frequency, of oscillation is given by omega square is equal to K by M. Therefore, omega is equal to under root K by M. This is the equation 1, where K is equal to force constant of spring and M is equal to mass of the block. Since since K and M are constant independent of charge plus Q given to block and electric field E applied. Therefore, omega is equal to 2 pi mu 0 is constant. Therefore, frequency of SHM nu 0 remains constant, remains same, unchanged. So frequency remains constant, therefore C and D are wrong. C and D are wrong. Now second part of the problem. Now I will show the figure. When electric field E is applied, then the block of mass M, charge Q, experiences electric force Fe is equal to Q multiplied by E, equation 1. Fe is directed towards the fixed support O. This is the rated support. So this block is shifted like this. Fe is directed towards the fixed support E. Therefore, block is shifted by x0 towards left. Now, at shifted position, this is the shifted position. Shifted position. At shifted position, Fe is balanced by restoring force R of the spring. R is equal to K times x0. Fe is equal to Q into E. Therefore, in shifted position, vector r is equal to minus vector Fe. Therefore, it is new equilibrium position. New equilibrium or mean position. Therefore, K tan x0 is equal to Q into E. Therefore, x is equal to Q into E upon E. जे मेन पोजिशन तर शिफ्ट होते पण ती कितीने शिफ्ट होते ती पण आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करता येऊ शकते. दिस इज इक्वेशन सेकंड. दिस mean position is shifted by x0 towards the rigid support. So these are the results. Frequency remains unchanged, but mean position is shifted, and therefore the correct choice is the E. Therefore, A is correct. Like this. Now, in this problem, if the charge given to the sphere is minus q, same result, but what will be the result? Now, the force will be, electric force Fe will be equal to minus q into E, so the force will be in this direction. So, in that case, the spring will be elongated. So, the new shifted position will be on this side. And this position is again, in this position, the restoring force is balanced by the electrostatic force. The value of x0 will be same, but only it will be towards right or towards left, means away from the support. So, whether the charge is given plus q or minus q, whether the electric field is in this direction or in the reverse direction, both the results are same. There is no change in frequency because no change in spring, no change in mass. So, for a given spring, k is constant, mass is constant, and therefore this k and m are constant. Therefore, omega is equal to 2 pi nu 0 is equal to constant. So, no change in frequency, but mean position is shifted towards rigid support or away from the rigid support. So, these are the results like this. तर ह्या SHMच्या प्रॉपर्टी ज्या रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स वगैरेचे इक्वेशन आपण नंतर बघणार होते. ओके, विल स्टॉप हियर.